Hey there, CJ Maston. So I'm going to help you out with homework 10.3b, we'll call it, slopes from tables and graphs. So remember, to find slope, you just need 2 points. So tables actually give you a whole bunch of points. You can pick any 2 points you want, and you'll get slope out of it. Now, I suggest picking 2 points kind of next to each other, because if you pick, say, 0 and 5 and then 5 and 30, you're going to get a pretty big number that you actually have to simplify. So let's go ahead and just say I'm going to pick 0, 5, and 1, 10. Right? And then remember that this is x and y, and then this is x2 and y2, right? So your slope is just going to be 10 minus 5 over 1 minus 0, right? The second number's on top, followed by the second number's on bottom, y values on top, followed by the x values on bottom, making sure that, hey, if I said this is my y2 and I subtracted y2 minus y1, I have to subtract x2 minus x1. So when I do this, I get 5 over 1, which has a slope of just 5 over 1. So what does this mean? I do want you to write this down. Sorry. Here's your answer. But then I do want you to write down, what does 5 over 1 mean? It means move 5 up and move right 1. Okay. So for instance, in number 2, again, you'd say, okay, negative 2 comma 10 and negative 4 comma 4. And you'd say, all right, this is x1 and y1. x2, y2, and you'd say, okay, I want to do 4 minus 10 over negative 4 minus negative 2. That gives me negative 6 over negative 2. Remember, negative divided by negative is positive, so it gives you positive 3 over 1, or just positive 3, but leave it as a fraction, so 3 over 1, so that you can say, hey, 3 over 1 is up 3 and move right 1, positive 1. I'm only going to do a couple more for you. Number 3, it is negative 5 comma 1 and 3 comma negative 2. x1, y1, x2, y2. So we'll say negative 2 minus 1 over 3 minus negative 5. So plus negative there, plus positive. Use your calculator, you're double checking your math all the time. You get negative 3 over 8. Please don't be lazy. Definitely double check your math. So negative 3 over 8 means move down negative 3 and right positive 8. For number 4, let's just take 2 different points. Let's take, say, the bottom 2, and we'll show how it still gives you a slope. So 1 comma negative 13. And 2 comma negative 16. So again, x1, y1, x2, y2. So negative 16 minus negative 13 over 2 minus 1. So plus positive here, plus negative on the bottom. You get negative 3 over positive 1. Again, use your calculator to double check your math. There is no reason why you shouldn't get these all 100% correct. And then negative 3 over 1 means down negative 3. And right positive 1. Alright, so I've done the first 4 problems. You're responsible for the next 4, showing work exactly how I showed. On the back side, we're going to do the same thing, but from graphs. So first, you got to label all the points. So this point right here is 1 comma 3, and this point right here is 0 comma negative 1. Right? You only need 2 points. So even if a graph has 3 points or more, you just need 2 of them. So we'll label this one as negative 3 comma 2. And we'll label this one as 0 comma 3. So don't even need that point right there. Number 13, again, just need 2 points. So how about we use this one, 0 comma 1 and negative 1 comma 3. And this one, 0 comma negative 4, and then move left, negative 3 comma negative 2. So now that we have all of our points, we can now find our slopes, right? So for number 11, it'd be 1 comma 3, 0 comma negative 1, otherwise known as, actually, sorry, we can erase that. Since we already wrote down the points, we can actually go right into the math. So we can do 3 minus negative 1 over 1 minus 0. Now look at the graph. Notice how the graph is positive sloping. If you get a number out of your slope formula that's not positive, you know you've messed up. Right? So plus positive, you get 4 over 1, so your slope is 4 over 1. What does that mean? From each point, you'll move up 4 and right 1. So let's try it. Let's see if we get there. So move up 4 from here, up 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, up, and I land at the other point on the line. Number 13, look at the graph. Notice it's negative, right? Read it left to right, it's going down, negative. So if you get any number that's not negative, you've messed up. So again, we'll do 3 minus 1 on top, and then negative 1, since I started with this one, minus 0 on bottom. That gives you 2 over negative 1, which is a slope of negative 2. So that means move down negative 2 and right 1. So let's take a look at this one. So start maybe from this point, down negative 2, and start from the top, down negative 2, 1, 2, right 1, up, land down the line, down negative 2, 1, 2, right 1, up, land down the line. One more time, down negative 2, 1, 2, up, right 1, land down the line. That's all it is. So it's always a good way to check if your fractional slope matches up with the line. And lastly, in number 15, I'll be doing A, B, and C. Plotting these points, you'd be doing D, E, and F. A means move left 3 and then down 2, negative 2. So left 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, negative 3, down 2, 1, 2, and there's A. B moves right 5 and up 1. So right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. There's B. And C move left or right. Left or right 0 times. So left slash right, put X through it, and then down negative 3. So left, right 0 times, and then down negative 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's C. So yep, go ahead and make sure you write your directions up above those letters and then mark them here on this coordinate plane. Please make sure you're showing all work, and call me if you have questions.